All right. How we doing? How are we doing? How are we doing? Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. All right. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. How is everything going today? And welcome to the Mindset Show with Ayobami. All right. So tonight is going to be a very, very great section, which I'm going to be showing you some few tips on how you can overcome depression, right? So in the community, some people actually said they want to learn some specific things. So over the course of the next 14 weeks or 15 weeks, all right, we're going to be coming up to share some great value and bringing up some experts as well to join in the discussion. Awesome. Thank you very much on that response. Great. Awesome. Success. Thank you very much. I can see Chidima here, but before we move on in today's section, can you just tell me where you are joining in from? Let me know where you are joining in from. All right. Let me know where you are joining in from. I've been on a training for the past few days right now, and one of my coach was like telling me that Nigeria is such a country that you might even need to get some therapy yourself because every single day things are happening and it is not normal. Even though we do see it as normal, that is not normal, and it's very important that we intentionally grow above it. So, oh, Lagos, awesome, awesome. Success, where are you joining us from? Success, where are you joining us from? Chidima, where are you joining in from? All right. So so it's very important that you understand, and a lot of people are actually passing through a lot of things that we need to help them. Lagos as well. Awesome. Great to have you all joining from Lagos. All right. So it's very, very important that we find a way to live above this. Most importantly, heal from it so that we can become a better person. So tonight I'm going to be sharing some few points in the next few minutes, right? Just let you understand what the mindset show is about. Now, let me just take you through the journey of what the mindset show is, right? Now, this is an evolving stage of I write here, and awesome, great. And over time, I've moved from some platforms to some platform and rebranded this to make it very useful to the viewers, which I know is going to be very impactful as you join in today. Now, it all started as the Twitter charts, right? The mindset, the 30-minute mindset, all right, the mindset chart initially, then we evolved into the 30-minute mindset, all right, on Instagram Live. Then right now we're having it as a mindset show, which we're streaming on YouTube. Awesome. So that is it. Now, every single episode past, every single chart, every single section that ever been held is focused on one thing, helping you build the right mindset for productivity in all spheres of your life, right? Having to look at your relationship, look at your finance, look at your family, look at your career or your business, look at your love life, look at every key areas of your life, right? The focus of the show is to help you build the right mindset, is to help you think right. Because I do have this mantra that I do say, and that is what? When you know better, and you can only know better when you think better, right? But when you know better, you do better. And that is what this is for. So if you guys are ready for me, just drop it, drop something in the chat right there. Let me see it. All right, let me see your response on the chat. And I will be guiding us through 5 ways we can overcome depression, all right? Or 5 ways we can cope and heal from it, so that we can actually get better. All right, so let me see you guys respond in there. All right. So let me see us response in there as I take us through this journey. Right. I'm just going to help us with 5, possibly a bonus of 1 more, but I'm going to be helping us to find a way whereby we can cope with depression and we can heal from it. Now, I told you initially, based on the statistics and the viewpoint of people, from the standpoint of one of my coach, and it was giving us that illustration. And I was talking about most Nigerians, right? Though viewers for these are not just limited to Nigerians, but it was specific. There are things we see around us, that some experiences we go through that are traumatic, all right? And they are trauma for us, but we tend to just allow it. We tend to just let it slide because it has become a norm in a way that we see every single day, or to some degree, we just allow. So it is important that we know those things are happening and we find a way to intentionally grow above them, right? So today I'm going to be sharing some things with you on how you can cope with depression. All right, why? Because depression drains your energy, it drains your hope, it drains your drive. Haven't you woken up one day and you just feel like everything is overwhelming? Like, one, what have I achieved? Who am I? What is happening to me? Am I the only one? Why am I in this scenario? Must this happen to me? Right? Everything is just draining and it's making it very difficult for you to step to the next level, for you to feel better. So it is very important that you understand this thing and you intentionally find a way. Because if you're not aware of what you're facing, right? And if you don't even know that you need to move out of it, then it will be very hard to say you want to become better. Because if you don't know what you're experiencing is just a norm for you, then you'll feel very comfortable right there. But until the time you see yourself that there is a better way of doing something, then and only then will you ask yourself, how can I get better? And on this show tonight, I'm going to be showing you how you can do that, how you can get better, and how you can cope with depression and become the best that you can become. Awesome. Great. So if you are, before we go deeper, if you have a friend that you know needs this information right now, do me a favor, all right? Share the link with them, or just go right now and just share this link on all platforms. Let them know that we're live. Let them know that they need this information. Let them use the information, right? It's going to be very, very important that they learn how this works. All right. So the first thing is to intentionally even understand the word itself, right? Is to intentionally understand the word itself, right? So we just kind of say, oh, what's happening? What's depression? Right? I'm depressed. There is this saying that if you've not actually experienced depression, or you're not being in the state for like 6 weeks, all right, it is not depression, right? You're just in mood swing, right? But you don't really have to be there, all right? So now, depression is a group of condition associated with the elevation or lowering of person's mood, such as depression or bipolar disorder. Now, that is one definition, right? But it is key for you to understand that these are feeling of severe despondency and dejection. Like, you don't want to associate, you don't want to connect, you just want to be all by yourself and in a lonely state, right? You don't want to be in that mood. You don't want to be in that state. So it is important that you intentionally and consciously build that awareness that this is where I am right now. And I need to break out of there to become better. So on that note, I'm going to be giving us 5 ways whereby we can live above that. And the first part is to intentionally surround yourself with positive energy. Now, this is not me saying that you should go kumbaya or saying no. Intentionally surround yourself with positive energy, and this can come in the likes of okay, at least you have to start from a space, right? It might be from the point where you are. that instead of you trying to just close all the rooms, close all the windows, stay all by yourself, or not try to connect with people, you can intentionally choose to surround yourself with positive energy by playing positive music. All right. There is this thing that when they see someone is having an heartbreak or had a heartbreak, they tend to play some kind of blues or some kind of music that is moody. Like you definitely know that, definitely, right? I don't want to ask you to drop it in the group, but these are kind of music that let them feel pity for themselves. So instead of you feeling that pittiness through that music, why not intentionally, when you know you really want to go above that and you truly need help, why not look for music, songs that actually boost, which are upbeat, that boost your emotion, that boost your feeling? Because I do teach this. I do teach this because what goes through your gates of life determines what you think. All right. And whatever you think determines how you feel. And whatever you feel, that determines the action you take. And whatever degree of action you take determines the degree of results, right? So it's important that what you surround yourself with positive energy, right? The connection you have with people, the kind of word they say to you, the kind of places you go to, the kind of friends you associate with at that particular time. It's very important that you surround yourself with the right energy. All right. So do that today. So let me hear from you guys in the comment section, right? Let me know what ways or what kind of music do you listen to anytime that you are in that mood and you want to cross around or you want to cross over to avoid being depressed? What kind of music do you listen to? Let me see it in the chat section. All right. So let's go. Now, the next thing that we want to look into on how we can cope with depression is what? Do things that makes you feel good. Now, I know some of you right now are going to say, I just want to take ice cream all through. No, no, no. All right. But I'm talking from the point or the standpoint of what empowers you, the things that makes you feel good, right? For me, I love dancing, right? I just put on music and just dance to it and I cross over it. So that is it. Now, I know some of you are thinking like, okay, depression, just coach how you get depressed. Now, before I get to that point of depression, I take myself out. And that is the tip too I'm telling you about right now. Do things that makes you feel good. Now, another thing that can make you feel good is by you helping people, right? That is one great factor. When you feel that sense of, I've helped somebody, you feel that overwhelming, okay, in positive way, that's grace of like, I've given a part of me to somebody, which is very, very awesome. Like when you do it, maybe like gifting or giving gifts or food to people around, even to friends, family, co-workers, your colleague, it puts you in a space of, all right, I'm still good. I can help. And I learned this from a mentor. And he said, always make sure you give your 3 T's to people. Always make sure you give your 3 T's to people. And I asked him, what are those 3 T's? And he said, what? Your time, your talent, and your treasure. Your time, which you spend with people, or you designate a particular portion of it to people, or what? Your talent, that's your skills, the things you know, or your treasure, which is your money. When those 3 T's can go to people, you can beat your chest and say, wow, I've really impacted, I've touched someone's life. And I can tell you that will guide your willpower. That will guide your willpower, because right now you can say that, okay, I've done this, I'm in control, right? I'm in control, I'm in charge. So if I can take this step and I'm already feeling good, that means I can go better at it. All right. So that is one thing you should look at from now on. Another thing you want to look at here is be in the outcome state. And that is true what? Always keep moving. There is this saying that some of you are like, man, I'm going through hell. I'm going through hell. Now, the question is, if you're going through hell, why do you want to just keep going through hell or stay there? Why not just keep going so that you can get out of? Right? Like, man, Coach Ayo, I'm going through hell. Fine, it's okay. It's fine. But keep moving. Right? If you're going through hell and you stay static, you are still in the hell. But if you can intentionally surround yourself with positive energy, you can do the things that make you feel good by guiding your what? Your willpower. And you know that you are in charge, you are in control. That should tell you that you have the power to get you out of that place. And you don't have to stay there because you are going through it. So don't get stuck. Break out. You are powerful. Let me tell you that you are powerful. Now, I don't know who this is for, but let me let you understand that every situation you are in, you have the capacity to get yourself out of there. You are. Every situation that you find yourself right now, every predicament that you are seeing yourself in right now, you have the capacity to get yourself out of it. Now, maybe you need some degree of information, which I'm giving to you right now, right? That will spark that light bulb and say, aha, and that would call it what aha moment. But you have the capacity, it is wired in you during creation to be able to move from where you are right now, that you might be thinking you are depressed or you are actually depressed. You have the capacity, you have the tenacity, you have the inbuilt strength, structure, talent, all right, intuition to get you out of that situation into where you truly want to be. So you just use the information I'm showing you right now, and you tell yourself, I'm going to start by what? Surrounding myself with positive energy, making sure that I read the right things, or even if it's only music you can do right now to just keep your energy up, to keep your spirit lifted. Do it. Then move from there to what? Doing the things, and maybe from the music and I start doing the things, dance through it, gain the energy. Let me tell you something. Now, if you're frowning right now, you have what is a straight face, just fake it, right? Don't worry, just fake a smile, right? Fake that smile. Now, from that faking that smile, can we go to laughing? Like, can we? Now, if you can intentionally do that, fake that smile, just fake that smile, or move into laughing right now. It changes something for you. Now, for you to do that action, you are becoming. For you to laugh right now, it changes your what? It changes your metabolism. It changes the way you think. It changes your what? The way your body is feeling right now. I can tell you that. It's because it works. So fake that laugh, fake that smile, play that music, and even fake dancing to it. Like stand up, and if you don't feel the energy, but start. And that is the third point. Get moving. If you are going through hell, don't stay in hell. Get out of it. All right? And have that outcome thought. Be outcome oriented. Like I want to get out of. And once you do that, I can promise you, you will get out of that depression, right? You start coping, then what you get above it. You are here, you're coping, you get beyond. So right, I'm letting you know that you are powerful and you can become what you want to. You can grow above depression. All right. I hope we're getting good right there. All right. Issa Abdulaziz said that what? Hopeful and optimistic music plus motivational speeches. That is one thing that you can make use of. That is one thing that you can make use of. And I advise that you start doing that from today. Use that information to grow above the situation that you are in. Right? Now, the fourth point that you might want to look is your diet. And that is why when I said doing the things that makes you feel good, I know people rush into, I don't want to say sugary food, all right? But people tend to just want to get what? Sweet mouth at that particular time. So the fourth point is what? Your diet. is very, very important. All right. You want to use depression fighting food. You want to get to eat the right things. For me, I will advise drink a lot of water at that particular time and stay on fruit, right? Stay on fiber. They're very, very key. They are depression fighting diets. Okay. So you want to make sure that you are not just eating junks, right? You're not just eating all those burgers, all those fries, all those things that just keep you low. You want to intentionally what? Stimulate your brain. You want that brain blood vessel to be free. So you want to intentionally, like, I'm eating right. I wish I can ask you, like you are here with me right now, I can ask you that. But it's important that at that point, you're not just eating anything. And this doesn't go to when you're already depressed, right? You might want to do this as your daily routine to tell yourself that it is important for me to eat the right food because I need to what? Become. Now, I have this philosophy I've imbibed in myself, and I say that if this body is a tool that will take me to the future that I need to be, then it's important that I take care of the body or the vehicle that will get me there, right? If there is a future that I'm picturing, then it's important that I guide and I protect the vehicle that will get me to that future, right? So it's important that you also what? You use that philosophy for yourself and tell yourself that, okay, I need to get out of depression. I need to become something. And for me to become that thing, my body is very, very important. Even though you have those talents, you have those skills, you have those knowledge, you have everything, it's important that you understand that this body is the vehicle that will need to get you to where you want to get to. You're seeing yourself still giving value, building companies, helping people. By the time you are 90, 100, 120, will your body be strong enough to do that? Based on what you are doing right now, ask yourself. Based on the way I'm eating right now, will my body be strong, healthy, lively? Which word do I want to use to qualify that again? Agile enough to do the things I will be doing by the time I'm 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, right? Depending on what number you want, right? Depending on what number you want. Now, information matters as well. I wanted to take us somewhere, but I had to bring us back. I don't want us to go that far. Now, it's important. Information is key. When you understand your body type, it will also help you to understand the kind of food that you can easily digest. All right. Your metabolism will definitely be different from mine. So I'm not going to just talk from the standpoint of what works for me, but I'm going to talk about you do your work, do your survey, try and work by eating the right food, but most importantly, understand how your body works. Understand how your digestive system works. Understand how your body metabolism works. Through that, you'll be able to, like, okay, these are the way I do it. These are the way I can eat. And by the way, your schedule is not the same with mine. So you must understand your schedule too. Some wake up very early to go to work, and some get to be at work already, like every single day. Some work remotely, some have to what? Go through the roads to get to work. Some do breaks, some don't. Some love lunches, and some don't. So know what works for you and intentionally tell yourself that I'm going to what? Use the right diet. I'm going to eat the right food. I'm going to drink water enough so that I can think right. And through my thought pattern, break away from depression, break away from that mood of rejection, of dejection. So through that, you become a better person, right? So do that today. Now, another thing you want to do, which is common for people that are passing through depression, they tend to stay away from people and most times stay indoor almost more than days. I've seen that happen. So this fifth point is important. You want to make sure that you get a daily dose of sunlight. You want to make sure that that vitamin D, all right, goes in your skin, shines on your face, right? You want to make sure that there is what? Sun smiling on you. Now, those are steps, those are processes I want you to look into. Now, from you was surrounding yourself with positive energy, then doing the things that makes you feel good, then having to intentionally what? Be outcome focused by what? Getting to move from where you are, right? I talked about what? Maybe faking it for now, right? But through that faking, it's gonna be real over time. All right, it's gonna be real over time. It's more as if you want to get wealth, but you don't want to do the things, you just want it to come. No, it's true you're doing that you become, right? So let's be practical. I don't just want you guys like these are theory. No, be practical. It's through the actions you take that you get some degree of results. So from you doing that, look at the diet, look at the food that you consume. Let it be what? Depression fighting diet, depression fighting food. All right, through that, your blood streams, your vessels are working for you. They're not working against you. And do yourself best if you can just step out. Then from you stepping out into the sunlight, if you want to do yourself good by now going into some little jogging, some little exercise, I'm very sure, and this is key, greater percentage, and let me make sure that I clear this. This is not statistically covered, right? But based on experience and personal experience, people that tend to work out tend to live longer, and most importantly, they are lively, right? And if you see anybody, I don't know if you've experienced it, if you see anybody jogging on the road and you tend to like greet or want to connect, they see you from the standpoint of sportsmanship, all right? And they want to connect instantly. It happens in every industry, especially when you see a wrestler to a wrestler, a dancer to a dancer, an engineer to an engineer, a musician to a musician. So it makes it like they see themselves more like, oh, this person is in my industry. So when you step out of your room and you intentionally will take that sunlight and you're jogging, or maybe you go to where there are sportsmen and you want to connect, it gives that vibe. So it gives that point one, surrounding yourself with what? Positive energy. So do that today. They are very, very important points that you can make use of. All right. They are very, very important. Now, the last one, this is where you tend to fight the battle. Very, very important. This is where you get to fight the battle personally as well. All right. I hope you're getting values in here. Now, this is where you get to get value. Now is what? Challenging automatic negative thoughts. This is very, very important. All right. Challenging those automatic negative thoughts. I call them ants of life. Let me drop it down there. All right. Ants of life. That's what? Automatic negative thoughts. All right. They are very, very important that you fight them. Now, these are what? Ants of life. There is this saying that it is okay for birds to fly over your head. It is very okay, but it is not okay for you to perch, right? Like you cannot stop a bird. You can't stop birds flying in the sky, right? But what you can stop them from doing is them perching and building a nest on you. What does that mean? Negative thoughts based on what you have been feeding yourself with, based on the association you have been keeping. It is okay for it to just what? Overround your mind. It is okay. It is fine. But it to not become your personality, you not become those negative thoughts. That is something that you can intentionally what? Fight. That is something that you can tell, no, I don't want this thoughts. They are telling me that I cannot. They are telling me that I cannot, I'm not good. They are telling, okay, possibly you even lost money or you had a breakup or something happened, negative something happened, all right? Let's just assume it, all right? These are negative things that happen. Your car got bad, you didn't pass that exam, your boyfriend cheated, your girlfriend left you lost money, investment went bad, that result of exam did not go the way you want, you didn't get that admission, all those things happen, right? One thing you should understand that is just a phase of life. It is not your totality. What you experience in a phase of one day is not who you are. Understand that. And I see people, they dwell and period of 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years is gone because they keep on playing that tape again and again, and they have now embodied what they call failure. They've embodied what they've experienced under a period of 12 hours. They've structured their life because they didn't get a particular job, or because they didn't get a particular contract, or because something just got spoiled. And through that, they defined their next step, which is limiting them based on that, and not in an empowering stage, actually in a disempowering state, whereby they become depressed over time. People now tend to like, I don't want this person close to me. Why? Because they now, it's just the principle. If I want to stay out of depression and there's another person in depression, I would try and stay away from that person because I myself, I want to become better. And anybody better would not want negative energy around them because they're trying to survive. They're trying to get better. They're trying to thrive, right? But it is key right now that I am sharing this so that you understand that you have the capacity, all right? You just need this information to create that aha moment for you to think. And that is what I want you to do tonight, to do today, to do this morning, to do this afternoon, depending on when you're watching this, to intentionally ask yourself, where am I right now? Right? What led to what I'm experiencing right now? All right. And if you can write it down, it will be very helpful. This moment I'm in right now, and I'm facing depression, or I'm in the path to it. Why am I in the path to it? Then when you write it down, you tend to ask yourself, am I actually this thing? Am I actually a failure? Am I actually a money waster? You are not. That is just a phase of your life that is a learning curve. Just like the word of John C. Mark says, sometimes you what? Sometimes you win. Sometimes you learn, not lose. You learn. It's a learning curve. It's a learning stage. I do tell people when I was building some portfolio and I lost it, and I was like, the reason why I lost it is because I've not built enough capacity, and it would have been worse if I had grown that portfolio into billions and I lost it at that point. But the reason why I lost it at that point is because I need to learn how to build for the future, right? So you too, you should be in that state of mind today, that you experiencing something doesn't mean that you are that thing. So start today, ask yourself, write it down. Then you start following through the 5 steps, actually the 6th step I've given to you tonight, and use it so well that it guides you, and you can also what? Keep that triple effect, because this is very important. That is what I revolve all of my teaching on, making that triple effect, making that triple effect go on and on and on. That you learn it and you can what? Teach it to somebody out there, help somebody to learn better, right? Through that, someone can use that information to also get out of depression, and you can as well what? Invite them on this what? This show, the Mindset Show, all right? Powered by the Academy, the Ayobami Mindset Academy. And those are the information I have for you tonight on how to what? Go above or cope with depression. Now, I gave you 6 points. The first one is to surround yourself with positive energy. The second one is for you to do the things that make you feel good. All right. That is by guiding your willpower. The third one is what? Get moving. If you're going through hell, why do you want to stay there? Get out of it. All right. And have what outcome, a positive outcome. Focus on where you really want to get to. Don't just dwell in the now. Go in. When I say in the now, I mean for that depression. All right. Because when I talk about you having to experience now mindfulness, that's another thing entirely. All right. But get out of the limiting now into an outcome focus of where you want to be. Then your diet, your meal, what you eat matters. Make sure you are eating depression fighting food. Now, the fifth one is to make sure you get daily feel of sunlight, daily dose of sunlight, daily touch of sunlight is very powerful. It can give you some radiating feeling. And the third one is where action comes in to intentionally say that what? Negative thoughts can just fly around, but I will intentionally guide my gates of life. I will intentionally what? Say some affirmation, say some positive words for myself, intentionally do all the 5 steps above so that I can become better. So those are the information I have for you on today's episode of the Mindset Show with Ayobami. And I hope you got value. I hope you were able to get some information. And if you do, you're welcome success. I hope you got some value. If you do share this with somebody. Let them learn as well. Let them be part of the next episode coming up next Saturday by 8 p.m. West African time. Let them join in. Let them learn better on how to think better. Because imagine your network having to think right. It will help you. It's not just about you learning everything to yourself. It's about you having people that can learn with you. And once they can learn, you guys have some right thought pattern. And imagine that ripple effect of what that will cause from your family to your street, from your street to your local government, from your local government to your district, to your state, to your zone, to your country, to your continent, to the world. Imagine everybody being able to think right. All right. I'm very sure it's going to reduce the accidents we have on the road. It's going to reduce marriage issues. It's going to reduce the way education flows. So I don't want to break into those areas for now, but we're still going to touch some of that. And based on what your demands or what you really want to learn, because it's best I just touch problems and create solutions to them than just why. I want to actually touch problems and touch people, impact them positively. So do us a favor, invite people out there, let them be part of the next episode and they can watch this again. All right. So that is information I have for you tonight. And this is my mantra for you. So you want to imbibe it is what? Always strive towards greatness. See you on the next episode next week on this same YouTube channel. So you want to subscribe and click on the notification button so that you can be notified on every content that comes in on the channel. All right. Don't forget to subscribe. Do that right now. So thank you very much and do have a wonderful weekend and a blessed week ahead of you. Bye for now. Awesome.